Let's talk about authenticity. Unfortunately, we live in a world of illusions in every possible way. Every way. Everything we see online, including what you see right now as I speak, is an illusion. And what's happening is we are running with truths that are not truth. And we're being led with bias and shadow. Shadow is the part of the subconscious that is affecting our behavior, and we're unaware of how and why. Good, for instance, every time I'm speaking to you guys, every single time, I make sure my hair is brushed. I make sure I've got my makeup on. And I make sure I appear to look a certain way. Because I understand that in this world, I'm going to get more people to listen by looking like this than by looking the way I look when I first wake up in the morning. My daughter prefers me that way, though, just so you know. And the people that actually love me prefer me that way. But for whatever reason, I have a really hard time not using something to get something that I want, right? And this is just the way it is in this world. Everything's a marketing scheme. And for the most part, anything that's being touted, and this is true if you understand psychology, if you study psychology, you're going to understand that anything that is being pushed, it's because it's not that. I've talked about this in the past. For instance, insecure women are the ones that are always going to talk about how they're a queen. It's because they don't feel like they are one. It's because they're insecure. People that really make a lot of mistakes and don't want to own up to their own mistakes tend to play the victim. And they blame everybody else, right? It's like the woman in a relationship who was always being a bitch, and I guess her boyfriend ended up leaving her and going with somebody that was nice. And instead of owning her own behavior, because he just drops her and goes with somebody that's nice, she decides to call him a narcissist. And believe it or not, the really loud ones that are always calling out narcs, they're doing that because they are narcs, or they have narcissistic tendencies, right? So the opposite tends to be true of what we are seeing. The opposite tends to be true of what people are trying to be. People that are hyper positive all the time, always hyper positive, and that you're going to hear them. They try to laugh. They try it's not natural. There's no flow. They're trying to be something. The reason why they're trying to be it is because they're not. These are the most empty, depressed people I know, if you really get down to the bare bones. Why is that important to understand in this world? Because if we don't understand the truth, we can't shine the light on it enough to have understanding. We have to have understanding. The second there's understanding, just like that, we shine the light on it and we can start to grow and we can start to heal in certain ways. Can you get rid of shadow aspects?